Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to BBPN. Yes, it is a Christmas miracle. I have no idea how we have all the submissions on time for once. So close to a holiday break. No idea. It is truly a miracle. Blessed by Nurgle, maybe all four of the Chaos Gods. Let's give them all part of the credit. But anyway, enough from me. We have coverage of all the divisions. Khorne divisions even doubled up with Scar and Ace together. Alright, without any more bullshit, let's go over to Panda in the Nurgle division.
Bone and bile, how delicious.
Good morning, ghouls and goblins. We're back with BBPN Round 2 of Season 2, and we're going to take a look at the Nurgle division. See who made it in, check out the teams, and basically what's going on. So, the Sons of Panda with Discum. He's got a Death Roller. Grr. And that is a nasty pile of dwarf with a movement up. And a blodge tackle runner. Wow. So, Scummy playing dirty, guys. He doesn't have the guard ball going, but he definitely has the tools to make the pain. Nobody really likes dwarfs, but yeah, this looks like it's going to be a rough go. I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of top out the division, especially if you can pick up some support skills on these guys. 3 rerolls is plenty with all that block. 7 fan factor and an 8 bow means he keeps what injuries you get back on the field. Good looking team, Scummy. I definitely expect you to place very highly in the division. Good luck, man. Luke. I believe we've covered his team at some point. We got a Break Tackle Mummy, we got a Guard Mummy, a Mighty Blow White, a Guard White, Tackle Ghoul, Blodge Ghoul, Raj Ghoul. So he's got some nice levels on the ghouls. Everybody's got a skill up there. He's got his Dirty Player. He is missing Kick, and that kind of hurts a little bit, but it's not super critical as he doesn't have a whole lot of movement to take advantage of it. I do like the 1 Mighty Blow, 1 Guard White split. I don't like Break Tackle on the Mummy, especially as a first skill. I think Guard is much more important. Break Tackle with MA3 is still, you're only going 3 squares. I don't know if you want to risk the GFIs on the Mummy. But, that being said, he did make round 2, and here he is. So the team looks good. He's got extra deep bench, 5 fan factor, 3 rerolls, and he's got a couple of assistants. So, looks good, Luke. Let's see what you do with it. Hammer time with the Chorfs. He got early claw. So, if there's a team that could probably put the hurt on the dwarfs of Discum, it's going to be the early claw here. He does have double dodge on the Bull Centaurs, which is nice. And he has the Gobbo Ball Carrier. 3 rerolls and no extra fluff. This looks nice. I like where this is going. I like the Guard Mighty Blow on this guy right here. Looks like he's definitely been hogging all the SPP though. That being said, these teams are not themed, and I am upset, sir. I am upset. I demand meme teams, and this is not a meme. So hammer time, consider yourself on notice. Grr. Alright. Splinter with the Bretts and the cool rich dudes. So yeah, we covered his team recently. Looks like he may have lost a player in the process. He does have all 4 blitzers, 3 blockers, and he's missing Peasant, it appears. Man, late night at the Panda Cartel Christmas party last night, I tell you. So, team's a bit underdeveloped, yeah. Blitzers aren't really holding on to anything. They've only got a couple single level ups apiece, one with 2, and then that's it. So he's definitely going to be relying heavy on inducements. I know Splinter likes to play a heavy positioning game, so it might not hurt him too bad, depending on how you can stack up, but the AV7 of the Peasants could put him down real quick. 3 rerolls, 8 fan factor, and no extra fluff. Yeah, good luck, Splinter. The team looks like it might be in for some pain with all the dwarfs and stuff. But we'll see how you do. Void Rift Raiders with Scar. So, we got an AV down, Chaos Warrior with block. We got a miss next game, Chaos Warrior with block. We got an AV down, Beastman. And we have a Killer Beastman and a Minotaur. So, he does have the nice early block. He does have the single Beastman that looks like he's there to do work. I'm not a fan of the Minotaur on Chaos. And I believe both Chaos teams have picked one up already at this point. That being said, he is a little wide on skills, which is nice, but some unfortunate injuries kind of stack things out. It doesn't look too great for him coming into the next round. That being said, it is a longer round with 10 teams, so 5 match days, roughly. 4 match days, 5 match days, whatever. You get the idea. Yeah. So I like how it's building out. He's definitely spread the skills. So good luck, Scar, and may the void look favorably upon you. Good time with the darks. We got the double witchies. So this is nice. Lots of dodge. AG up. He got a Wrestle Frenzy Witch. Well, it comes with Frenzy, but he's got Wrestle. And he went Wrestle on the other one, which is curious. I would think for sure he would have taken block on one of them. Guard Dodge Blitzer is nice. Dodge Tackle Blitzer is nice. AG Up Blitzer is nice. So the team has definitely gone wide on the skills. He's got a lot of level ups, and it looks really nice, especially coming in at 13 players. As elves tend to bloat you out a little bit. He's still under 1500 TV. He does only have 2 rerolls, but looking at all the skills here, it kind of saves him. And he doesn't have many opportunities to use them, as AG4 is borderline broken. So, good luck, guys. I like the way the team looks good. I expect you to do very well, assuming you can get through the dwarfs. Cadet Tanks Chaos. The one Chaos team that does not have a Minotaur this season, the other one that does being Tassarin's Directions. He has also gone wide on skills. He's gotten lucky a bit. He doesn't have any permanent injuries. Moving up, Beastman, Claw, Beastman, Mighty Blow, Claw, Beastman, Block, Block. So no real dedicated ball handler, but the team's wide enough on skills, and I've seen Cadet play Chaos, and he does play fairly well. So, good luck, Cadet. I hope that you do well, and perhaps you may even be the one to take the title from our current reigning champion. If he lets you have it, that is. He would be very gracious if he did that. We all know how respectable that guy is. Another Brett team with McMackey. So this is kind of what I expected to see on the other Brett team. He did take some early casts. So you have dodge basically on everybody. You have fend block. You have your tackle dodge on this one. You have guard on all the blockers. Sans the one, but he has Mighty Blow and Wrestle, which I think is an odd skill combination, but he's just buying for the strength access. This team looks good. It's a little bit bloaty because once you have all 4 blitzers, they are super expensive. And he's running 14 deep, but it's kind of needed with the AV7. 3 rerolls is awesome. and I expect McMackey to do well with these. He also plays a very heavy positioning game style, and he does very well with it, and he has been known to make people pay. Good luck, Mackie, and Godspeed. Sabaki with the Auckland Nation. These guys are a little bit underdeveloped for what I'd like to see, I would say. Guard on the Blork, block on the Blork, guard, mighty blow tackle, block pro on the thrower. It's pretty standard. I believe it was McMackey or Goodtime that kind of pushed the Black Orcs starting with guard over block, and I've been curious to see, and then quite a few coaches that have actually played kind of after they've made that debut have actually picked them on that. So I like guard on the Black Orcs first. I think that was a really smart game plan for those guys when they first came up with it, and I think it still holds true. That being said, I'd like to see the Orcs a little bit higher in TV. They're kind of falling behind. And once again, no theme. I'm sure the other guys have not had themes either, but this one's popping out at me as well. Good luck, Sabake. And Godspeed, once again. We have the Turd Lickers, which is missing 90% of their team. They are 7 players deep. We have a strip ball dancer, a tackle dancer, and not much else to speak of. This team is in some trouble, but they are Woods, so even with a whole bunch of loners, as long as the position will stay healthy, you can do well. I believe in you, and I hope that you make the playoffs, because Wood Elves are the best. Next should be the AI to get the division going. Yep, that is correct. So, that's our teams, right? That's how our Nurgle division shaped up. As far as things go, I want to say Scum, Goodtime, Cadet, and McMackey, as well, and then and the toss-up for the last spot in the top 5, I think, is going to go between Hammer Time and Splinter, depending on how things play out and how things shake up. That being said, those are just where the teams I think are going to land in the top 5 and could be very prone to upsets. So remember, guys, pandas never lose. We only become the champs. And if we are no longer the champs, it's because we gave it away freely and not because we lost. Thank you, and have a good rest of your day.
If the current reigning champion lets me have it, I'm not sure if the current reigning champion can even stop me if he doesn't even make it out of the hooligan division. Anyway, not saying I'm going to win it, because, Chaos still have a long road ahead of them, but we're still in the running for it, at least. Anyway, great coverage, Panda. It was nice. I enjoyed it, obviously, and I like that you did a 5-team pick for the finals. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to Discom in the hooligan division.
We are round 2, season 2, BBPN, and yes, there is your favourite division, the Hooligan division. We're going to go and take a look and review how the first week has gone, and we've even got a preview of what's been going on the second week. Let's go diving into it, shall we? Right, so here we are. As you can see, day 1 has already gone down, and we're now actually ploughing into day 2. And lo and behold, you can actually see we've got some quite interesting results going on here. As was crazily predicted, there he is on top. You got it, Elf Buggery, and they're living up to the hype. Now, absolutely right there, Elf Buggery #1. If you go asking him, how did he get there? Absolutely, 100% pure alcohol-fueled insanity. And meanwhile, you take a look down here, the Rah-Rah-Rahs, right up there, 1-1. Now, we've also got, here's a surprise to all you put those in the know there. Yeah, the Goblins are number 3. They still got another game to go here. We'll preview and talk about that one there. Roll the Seas, well, they've got a draw. And guess who their game is? You got it. They got the Goblins next. Some would say that's a bit of a horrible matchup there, but we'll see what happens. And then, of course, you can see going on down the roster there, the Amazons, they've got a draw. They've got some work ahead of them to do. It's not a bad position. Pounded at University. Well, 1 draw, 1 loss, as you can see. They're having trouble finding their feet. They thought they had a game in Kitty there, and it went all wrong. And then, of course, there you go. Nurgle, well, the defending champion had better start, figuring out, what being a champion means. All right, because this is a bit tricky there. And, of course, you can see there, Chaos. They've got a game in hand here, and they've got to actually start moving. Yes, I know. I'm getting on with it. Okay. So let's take a look here at the schedule. Now, day 1, we'll go back to it here. As you can see, Rule the Seas, Whitewater mode botting. Hell of a fight. They battled it out, 1-1 draw. It shows the caliber of the teams. This one's building back up. This one, they can get their footing. They can get going. Elf Buggery destroyed the Chaos team 4-1. That's a hell of a start, lad. 1-1, pounding it. The Lizards versus the Khemri. Rah-Rah-Rahs. Rah-Rahs have got a lot to prove this season. That they actually belong. This is a fine way of doing it, lad. That is a fine way of doing it. And then, meanwhile, here, Edgeworth's Nightmare. The Goblins pull it off against the defending champions. 2-1, a strong round of applause. Absolutely, and that was a great game to broadcast. Now, let's take a look here. Week 2, as you can see, the Rah-Rah-Rahs, again, something to prove. 1-0, take out the defending champions. That was a fantastic game. And you just saw a complete collapse of the Nurgle team. Elf Buggery, they found a way again. This has become a rivalry between these two. Second matchup, and again the Elves find a way to sow embarrassment. But it's not as embarrassing as the previous one. It was a good try, it just wasn't there. Go to the next game. Chaos versus the Amazons. Expect blood on the field. We're all hoping for that one there. And of course, the Goblins versus the Necro team. That's good. I'm getting on with it. Jeez. Okay, let's review the teams. All right, let's take a look at our first team there. Whitewater motorboarding. Not on top, but they're doing everything they can. Of course, that's what my sister said last night to apparently a couple of visiting coaches. Anyway, I'll not go into their work hours. They've taken some damage getting here. As they said, they fought themselves into a 1-1 tie. There is the wrestler down for a while there. It's still a pretty strong team. It can still do wonders. Again, 3 rerolls, 4 fan factor. It's building up in there. And it's, like I say, it's a bit disappointing their start, but they do have an upcoming game or 2 that they could really work some wonders. And can this team actually get any further? Well, the answer is, yeah, they just got to figure out what the dance stride is and get moving. All right, let's take a look at the next one. All right, here they are. Elf Buggery, 2 wins. They're coming in strong. Look at the numbers. Yeah, you got it. He's not only got a full roster, believe it or not, he's finally hit magic number 12. First time all season. It took that many games, but he's finally got it all there, and it shows there. Decent TV going there. He's even got a bit of money saved up. 3 rerolls. The fans are loving this team there. And just again, as mentioned, teams are not finding a solution for all this fucking leap. I swear, it's like the French have shown up in this league. Taking a look, Blodge there. Pro just in case. So he's even got another reroll in the worst case scenario there. All the dodge, skill after skill adding up. He finds ways to steal the football. It's just been impressive to watch and a delight to broadcast. Is there anything else to be said? Nope, drop the mic. That is done. Team number 3. Now, here's a team that has gotten a lot more respect as it goes on there. Solid tie, solid win. Impressive. They are proving they belong here. The good old Dr. Detroit there is going to give us a clinic, isn't he? Let's take a look at how the team is continuing to develop there. Yes, he's finally got the dirty player on the skeleton in there. Uses him surgically, as has been seen. And of course, he's got the crazy ball handler there. And of course, he's even building up more skills. Yes, he's changed up a bit. Now he's decided he's going to need some more guard as this progresses there. Mighty blows, 3 rerolls. Yeah, he listened to that cast, didn't he? He's popped the 3rd one. He suddenly realizes he needs it. Well, you've got a win and you got a tie. You got nothing else to argue about it. Yep, you have earned Entertainment of the Week there. Well done, lad. Well done. All right, let's go take a look at team number 4. All right, here's me, other favourite here. The supporters are cheering for this one. This has been tough for this coach. He has discovered how tough this really is trying to carry a Goblin team. Take a look here. He's finally starting to get numbers back here. Taking a look at the count there. He's out the poker for the next game, but otherwise he's coming in with 11 players. This is one of the best rosters he's had in a little while here. He's got both Trolls now with God. This should help survivability. The Looney of all things has ended up with Dodge. Believe it or not, this also increases survivability of the Chainsaw. No, seriously. They don't stop. Of all the Goblins, he doesn't stop with Dodge. This increases the chances he'll survive. Now remember, when he dodges, still a secret weapon, alright? Meanwhile, as you can see, carrying on here, 2 sidesteppers, 3 rerolls, like I said, finally, yeah, you can see they're starting to show up. The Snotlings are finding the stadium, and they're going to show up and cheer for this team. And the answer is, yeah, it's time to raise the roof. Worst nightmare, your next game's going to be tough, but we're cheering for you. Alright, Team 5. Well, here your defending champion. Oh God, what a run he's having here. He's gone all in on a design and it's just not working for them. Let's take a peek here. 3 rerolls, 2 fan fact. You know, this is actually starting to drop. I didn't think it could get lower. No, he can find a way. 1330 fan fact. He's got plenty of money here because he's waiting for the obvious casualties. This is the crazy part. It's not happening. Oh yes, he's getting hurt on the Rodders. Not that he bloody cares. And look who got the skill up. Yep. Crippled 1 movement decrease and he gets his MVP. Not once but twice. Dirty player, like he ever gets into the game, I swear. He's now gone more for the claw to go in with everything else. How well has that worked? Well, 2 losses later and we're seeing how well that's really working. Yeah, he's becoming a laughingstock. I'm sorry, lad. Alright, team next. Someone clear this up. Right, now we're back to the luggage there, and they're again having a rough time. It's not been as bad here, but again, they're just not quite finding the spark to start winning things. Let's take a look at the roster here. They haven't lost anyone permanently. That's a change, but mind you, there's the miss next game, as you can see here. He's taking a bit of a hit, miss next game, so there goes the diving tackle, but otherwise, he's back up to the 11-player roster there. But this is rather, you know, how we put it very bluntly here, it's lacking in skills. Mind you, it's because of the casualty rates. Every time he gets someone gets close to his skills, it dies. You can see he's just drifting close here to finally getting someone else skilling up. And as for the Skinks, well, there's only so much they can do, and every time they stop doing something, they die. 3 rerolls, 4 fan factor. It's a hard prediction, isn't it? It's just like, they're going to have to just piece out and figure out a solution, aren't they? Well, they still got games left. And remember, they just got to reach Final 4. Alright, who's next? Now we come to our Chaos team, and they've still got another game in the kitty here. So they're 1 game still to go to catch up everyone else there, and they did get a bit disappointed. They just ran into an elf team that just buggered them left, right, and center. So let's take a look here. It's a solid squad. It's absolutely, and here's the best part. A Minotaur, nice name, thanks a lot. As you can see, they're back up to full strength, good TV, decent rerolls. They could do some stuff there, but they're just going to actually hit their opponent. This next game might be what finally starts getting them right back in the running in the Hooligan division. Yeah, it's a good team. It's a good team. They can do it. All right, let's look at our last squad. Well, here they are, lads. The Necro crew here. Rule the seas. He's had a bit of a run indeed there. Let's take a peek here at the team here. Again, they have, of all things, you think it's a gimme, maybe not. Yes, they got the Goblins in the next game there. The Goblins are hot off a win, of all things. So, anyone's game, really, here. Taking a peek here, this is going to be a big surprise there. Movement 9, there's going to be no pieces in this entire league that can counter this one. And then let's take a look here. He's got the guards on the whites, they're doing the business as here. He's got the combo of the ghouls here. They're going to have to start doing something more with them. Well, he's planning on it. The zombies of all things on his team have now developed here. It's a good question mark. The huge fan factor is going to be massive there, especially with this next matchup there. He is the kind of team that, frankly, is just going to make it rain. I've got high expectations of you, lad. High expectations, and you better not disappoint me. I've got a lot of bets on you. So there is your review of the Hooligan Division, finished up on week 1, going into week 2, and soon enough into week 3. Thank you very much. It has been so far an enjoyable cast. We have had misery, joy, bliss, and yeah, some serious call flapping for the supporters there. So good luck to you all. We'll catch you all next week, and hopefully Nuffle's going to come along and bless your dice.
Another great cast from Discum, the Hooligan Division. Okay, let's go over to Scar and Ace in the Corn Division.
They say there is honor in battle. They are fools. We fight for the Emperor, but the blood we spill serves another. More Lord of Death, keep our souls, lest they fall prey to him.
And welcome back to BBPN. This is your host this time. This is your Heretic Ace, along with your local Void resident, Scar.
How's it going?
We got round 2 Corn Div here, and I think we got some interesting matchups this week. What do you think?
Yeah, it's certainly looking exciting. But before we get into that, why don't we take a look at the teams?
No problem. Let's just run from the top. So let's go ahead and look at the Gorgeous Gals first. What's your thoughts on them?
Well, they certainly have a lot of block. That's for sure. One Blodger, and they have an Agility 5 Blitzer. So they do have someone that can probably break through a cage.
Yeah, I think the Chaos Dwarves learned that one the hard way.
Yeah, definitely.
But missing that Witch Elf is probably going to hurt them for their next game. I mean, no level up, but it's still a Witch Elf.
Yeah, but it's just a miss next game, so it should be fine long term.
Alright. I would just say probably the only
fan factor, so also very popular team.
Oh yeah, well, I mean they got the Calendar Girls. Everyone wants their autograph.
Oh, definitely.
I would just say the only thing they're probably missing is maybe a little kick to try to get those onside kicks. But outside that, it seems to be a pretty well shapen up team.
Yeah. What would their next steps be? I assume tackle would be their next on their agenda.
Yeah, I would hope so. Maybe a Mighty Blow Blitzer, a Tackle Blitzer. But if you look, though, 2 of their Blitzers don't even have SSP yet, so they're going to have to feed them some touchdowns to get those skills.
Yeah, that kind of tells me this team has suffered some attrition in the first round.
Yeah, that or their SSP went somewhere else. But I wish them luck. Who's next? So who's next on our list?
Next up is Cthulhu Fhtagn.
Right.
I know this team fairly well.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that.
Yeah, that's why I call them Cthulhu.
Doing better than mine.
The Kings are surprisingly under-leveled for how many games they've played, but their Sauruses are doing pretty good, actually.
Yeah, they are. I mean, Mighty Blow. Surprised they didn't go tackle with one source, just to have a tackle piece.
Yeah, I was sort of think one would go tackle, one would go Mighty Blow or break tackle, which would be very good for flexibility.
Yeah, and it looks like 3 of his source are a little bit behind, but that's not surprising how hard it is to level them up.
Yeah, they'll get there eventually. Actually, considering this is a very underdeveloped team.
Well, 7 fan factors, that must mean he's been he has 3 wins and 4 draws under his belt, so...
Yeah, they have been winning a lot. So...
Though I wish him luck, missing that brilliant little piece right there, that Movement 9 skink.
Yeah, that is a one-turn touchdown piece.
And it's niggled. Oof.
Well, he's not going to dump him, that's for sure.
No, but a niggle stunty, that's rough.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch him die. Alright,
Alright. Next up,
moving on.
Scam Hammer with the meme build.
Of Rick Grotto.
Yep, he is building this with two Nurgle Warriors, nothing but Rotters, and he's biting Brick and Grotti every match.
How does that work?
I don't know, but he's making it work, as you can see.
Well, got a Nurgle Warrior with that all-important block.
Yeah.
Choice over the mutations.
He got his Fowler, he got a kick returner. Yes, he's using a Rotter as a kick returner.
That's a bad idea.
An AG up Rotter and a kick Rotter.
It kind of feels like this team is one bad game away from being completely eliminated.
Yeah, but I think Scam Hammer's having fun with it. I've enjoyed it. I played against it. It's surprisingly annoying. I'll tell you that much.
Well, yeah. Not a very popular team, no? Only 2 fan factors.
Well, they're Nurgle. They're disgusting.
Well, yeah, but I sort of guess they haven't been winning a ton.
With a record of 2-1-5, not really, no.
Yeah, so it looks like the strategy isn't working as well as he wanted it to.
But he made it, so...
Yeah, he made it somehow.
So we'll see if he can make it to playoffs, and if he does, I kind of want to cheer him on, just because this would be a hilarious thing to win it all with.
Oh, yes, very much so. Alright. Next up is the Oakleys. Oh, goody, more elves. Well, this certainly is a more together team than the Wood Elves I was dealing with in Zinch. Oh, look at that War Dancer. That is a star player right there.
Yes, it is, and it needs to be killed. That is an abhorrent thing.
All he needs is +1 agility, and there is nothing anyone can really do.
Stop giving Nuffle ideas.
Yeah, so for anyone that is playing the Oakleys, please do everything in your power to kill Latch.
Yep, if he's on the ground, foul, and foul some more.
Yeah, for the sake of everyone else. Drop Point, the catcher, is also fairly well leveled.
Yep.
Oh, gosh,
Blodge.
tackle. You're not catching him.
No, Blodge sidestep, pretty good. He does have a tree. Doesn't seem like the tree's been very effective, though, looking at its SSP.
Well, it's a roadblock more than anything else.
AV down lineman with 5 SSP, I don't know. I probably would think about dropping him.
Yeah, even though he has 5 PP, he probably should just fire him and get a new one.
Yeah.
The kick lineman I'd keep despite the low movement because
well, he has one job.
He's there to kick the ball and just support others, not actually be doing the punching.
Yeah. I mean, I would be a little bit more scared if you had a little bit more dodge or block on this team, but as is, if you are able to take out either the War Dancer or Catcher, you can probably do pretty well versus this team.
Yeah, other than the Star War Dancer, it kind of seems like AG4 we trust.
And you know how well that works.
Well, he seems to be doing pretty well with 4 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses.
I'm surprised he's still on the 2 reroll side. I'm surprised he hasn't picked up a 3rd one just for safety measures.
That would inflate his team value quite a bit, and he has been getting away with 2 for a while.
Well, it would drop... Well, he's 50 over the 150,000 caps, so it would only add 50 TV.
Right, yeah.
Well,
Interesting.
hope you die and give me lots of elf footage.
Yes, excellent. More deaths. Alright, next up is the Wood Elf's Bane.
The Chaos Doors.
Panda.
And look at all that guard.
Gee, I wonder what his strategy is.
Punch it,
It's so hard to figure out.
punch it, and then punch it some more.
Yeah. Oh, that bull center at the top.
Yep, sure hands
potato.
AG.
That is his ball carrier, and you're not getting it.
No. Though I'm surprised you went
That is
tackle on the Bull Centaur on the bomb first, because, 1 and 9s are banes of those things when they start, so. Always.
Yeah, true. Block might have been a better idea.
And he gets his double fouler, so punch it to the ground, then foul it off.
Exactly. And it looks like the front line is going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with. But if you could outrun them, I think you'll be fine.
Alright, well,
Fairly popular. What's his score?
let's see,
Threes across the board.
so they're doing pretty well. I mean, granted, AV9 on most players, so they're not going to be coming out of matches very often, so he's in a pretty good spot to go pretty deep with that much guard.
Yeah, Chaos Dwarves are overpowered.
Bring hashtag hobos need really stupid.
Or at least Bonehead or something. Some kind of negative, because the Hobgoblins are, at least at the beginning, the only ones that can really handle the ball.
Yeah, it's a Amazon without dodge.
Yeah.
For what, 40k? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is a little stupid.
Alright.
Alright, next up, the role players. Oh, I haven't seen a high elf team in a while.
Oh my.
And it looks like they have taken the way of many deaths.
I mean, the players they still got are decent.
Yeah, the ones that have survived are decently leveled.
A Mighty Blow catcher, though, that's a very odd choice.
Yeah, I guess you rolled doubles on the catcher and just wanted to take advantage of that, but I would kind of think Stand Firm might have been a better choice for a catcher.
Right. Though, fits his name, though, Rogue. He just runs around and stabs you in the back.
Yeah, true.
But yeah,
Lots lineman and the kicker, of course.
so he has the pieces, but he's going to be relying on 3 loners a game until he can get some back, so,
Well, yeah, once again, it's in AG4 we trust.
but
But he seems to be winning a fair number of games.
we are looking at 332.
Yeah, so I guess he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, but with how much we've seen in this division so far, I wonder how many of these players will survive to the playoffs if they make it that far.
Well, I hope they actually do make the playoffs, because it's always fun to watch a passing team, and High Elves are definitely the big passing team.
Oh, definitely. But let's see if he can recoup his losses and maybe make it deep. He got some ways to go, though, so best of luck to you.
Yeah, best of luck. Next up,
The Kimmeries.
Horsing Around, like Lando. Boy. I think these guys were in the Zinc division. They sound familiar.
I mean, I think at 413 they were probably one of the top teams.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So you got this foul piece, he has block on a throw raw, a wrestle tackle piece for any type, for blodgers, completely tackled blitz raw.
Yeah, not a ton of level ups, honestly.
No.
I mean, he does have the ball hog skeleton.
Yeah.
Probably good, because that's one of the faster pieces on this team.
I would say the only thing that's missing is a little bit more on his other blitz raw, and he needs to get those Tomb Guardians up quick.
Yeah. Well, he's close on 2 of them, but Mr. Peanut Butter is falling behind.
Yeah.
But yeah, one really bad roll, and he's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, because everything hinges on those strength 5 pushing it forward, so you roll a 1 and 9. I don't know. I think he has some pieces to go deep, but it being Kimry, it all comes down to if you can even pick up the ball. So,
Oh no, they weren't in the Zinx division. I played Horse and Around. Like, I played against Horse and Around, and trust me, Lando does know how to use the Toon Guardians, so I think they're going to do fairly okay.
alright. But, I like his skills he has so far. Probably get the other throw rod, touchdown, level it up, and maybe get the air blitzer on there, and that just get your support skills in, and you should be set to go.
Yeah, definitely. And he's also winning more than I expect Camry team to win.
Well, he's only averaging 1 score a game, so...
Well, that's normal for this kind of team, but 4 wins, that's impressive. Even though he's lost 3 times, but yeah, if he can keep that luck up, I think he has a shot.
Oh, yeah. Next up, we got our old man Corderus over here.
With the Jester.
And,
These guys were fun to watch.
yeah, but we already know what happened earlier today.
Yeah, definitely. And, ooh, that is a lot of block.
Yes, it is. I'm surprised he doesn't make a ball hawk blitzer, because they're such great cage divers with that leap. Give one with wrestle.
Yeah, I guess he's opting for more of the essentials, and I guess he does have one lineman with wrestle. I guess that could be the ball hog.
Yeah, I would just always think you want to put that with jump up, because you're going to be put on the ground, but jump up allows you to just instantly get back up to with no penalty. So
True.
So
But I
like,
do remember, yeah, at the very beginning of the first round, he went with the bear first instead of more blitzers, and it turns out that was a good choice.
yeah, surprisingly.
That tame bear really messed up a lot of opposing teams, and hopefully he'll continue to do that.
Yeah, but looking at the skills though, he is going to be missing his kicker next game, which kind of sucks. But I mean, he could probably live without it without a game. 2 mighty blows. I mean, he has a lot that negates the 1 and 9s too. So 1 and 9s aren't his biggest issue.
Not right now. But might run into problems with more developed teams.
Well, that's always Kislev's issue, isn't it?
Yeah, they're too busy getting the essentials to really take anything super fancy.
Right. But yeah, with that last blitzer hasn't leveled up, my advice probably throw in sidestep, tackle, and wrestle, and just make him a pure ball hawk.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Because with general strength and agility access, you can even put shadowing on him and just make it impossible for them to get away from him.
Shadowing is an underappreciated skill.
Yes, it
You
is.
have to have the right player to have it.
Well, movement 7 blitzer with all that on it, I think that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, that's a strong piece.
But yeah, I'm interested to see how far he goes. I hope he can recoup the double catcher loss he had today, especially that level 3 one.
No, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah, just remember, drink more whiskey and all will be good.
More whiskey.
Another
Alright. Up next is Don't Poke Me Man by Dr. Helix.
lizard,
Lizard man.
and I see where all the SSP is going.
Yeah, this is a more traditional team. Looks like the Mighty Blow has really been paying off.
I don't know about piling on. It's great to get that extra hit, but that just makes him foul bait.
Yeah, true. But with 9 armor value, that you're gonna have to really work hard to hurt him.
Chainsaw.
Point.
As long as you don't buy it from Discum, it'll work.
Well, all chainsaws are from the scum, apparently.
He has 2 sources close to leveling. Probably pick up block on those as well, or maybe tackle on one just as a dodger hitter.
Yeah. Have a bunch of sidestep skins.
One with AG4, which is excellent.
Yeah, he just has to survive. He even has a level up on the Croxador, and he's actually really close to a second level up.
Oh yeah. Probably what? Take stand firm, block if it's doubles.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
I'm kind of.
That prehensile tail will just... It forces players to stick around.
Right, it even makes
You
elves.
don't want to make them risk.
Yeah, and it makes elves mortal.
Yeah, definitely.
But I am very, very, very jealous that he got to keep his AG4 skink, because I got one as well, and it was killed the very next game by frickin' Wirecaster.
Yeah, that's the danger about standing out. You normally get hammered down first.
Oh no, he went 4 for 4 on my skinks. He hit each skink each turn. Each were injured. But it seems...
That is enough-ling.
But it seems like he's having better luck than I am, so... But if he doesn't get these sources leveled up, I think he might run into problems down the near future.
Yeah, he really needs to focus on getting his last Sauruses at least one level up to get that all-important block. Then he's forced to reckon with.
Oh yeah, and I'm seeing a pattern here, 7 to 8 fan factor on all these teams, so it doesn't seem like anyone's really holding the fan factor advantage on anyone.
Yeah, that is interesting. Well, this is 4 wins, 4 draws, and only 1 loss, so very successful team so far.
So far. But we'll see what happens and see if that skink can survive the second round of games.
I'm gonna give him 2 more games before he gets it.
That's a pretty nice guess. And of course we have our final, former world champion, Guinness.
With the fall of Nats, another Wood Elf team.
And look at that. Same War Dancer as the other team. He also got a movement up.
Oh my god.
People, Nats, well, not Nats anymore, BPN, what is wrong with you guys? These things should be dead by now.
Well, he got sidestep instead of strip ball, so he's even harder to deal with. Seriously, with movement 9, I would seriously consider his next level up to be
Sprint?
Shadowing.
Oh,
Because you would not be able to escape.
that's true. Thrower with leaders, so that gives him an extra reroll. But he's still only with 1 reroll, so he's going with a 2 reroll build with that leader.
All risk, all reward.
And has it been working for him? 5 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses, so...
Well, that's what I expect from a Wood Elf team.
Guard on a catcher of all things.
Yeah, but to actually have 10 players instead of like 7 or 8, that is impressive for a Wood Elf team.
Oh
They
yeah.
managed to stay alive and level up.
And it's the AV8 High Elves that are 3 players out right now. Huh.
Yeah.
But what else does he have? He has Wrestle, Kick, Strength up on a lineman, which is pretty nice. Gives him a little bit survivability.
Yeah, he's going to be punching a lot of things. I'm sort of expecting him to get blocked next if he survives.
And it looks like he lost a player, but again, it's Elves. That's bound to happen at some point.
Yeah, I had to have expected that. The Tree Man hasn't gotten anything, so he's just been a roadblock.
Yeah, it seems like
Either
Trees...
that or he's using
He might be recent. I don't remember him having a tree, but let's see. Is there any way to look at his statistics? He is zeros across the board, so he has yet to play a game.
Ooh, that'll be fun. If he actually contributes to the team or not.
But yeah, I like the skills. But BBPN, come on, do your jobs and kill these War Dancers. Like, come on.
Yeah. It kind of looks like we're going to be relying on the Chaos Dwarves to really nail these elf teams.
Oh, why'd you just make me vomit in my mouth? But that looks like that's all the teams, I think.
Oh, there is one more.
Oh, that's an AI
That's
opponent.
the AI team.
Yeah.
Chaotic card. Aw, that's disappointing.
Yeah, I think that they were just a placement until the last person got in. Alright. Let's go ahead and let's look over the schedule real quick then and see how it's gone. Oh. Well, the first game seemed to be a slobber knocker.
2-5. That is quite an achievement, even for a Wood Elf team. But the loner got the MVP.
Yeah, he might have bought him though. With that, he could have bought him, but I'm not sure. But just over 10 armor breaks total. That's they had more armor breaks than the Nurgles.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Huh.
I guess the Nurgles forgot what punching was.
Well, better luck next time.
There is always a next time.
And then we got the Dark Elves beating the Pokemans 1-0.
Yeah, no deaths. I'm disappointed in all of them.
Right? Come on. No deaths with elves and skinks? Ah.
The Dark Elves were passing a lot, apparently.
Well, I mean, they're elves, isn't that what they do?
Well, yeah. A lot of armor breaks too, but nothing really exciting. So, moving on. A rematch this time with Cthulhu Fhtagn beating the Jester.
And with 16 armor breaks, I can see why they won.
Yeah, it kind of seems like armor value 8 was not doing its job this game.
But at least he wins. MVP already went on a leveled source, which kind of sucks. But at least Cord got out there without anything permanent.
True.
But better luck next time. And here,
Alright.
and here's a surprise no one saw.
Yeah, this wasn't very surprising. In fact, it would have been really exciting if Horsing Around somehow managed to win this one. But
Hell, even just get on the board, in my opinion. Just they are so outmaneuvered. It's not even funny.
yeah, it didn't really seem like they had any way to really even keep the ball with those super-powered war dancers.
It looks like they did cause one death, though.
Yeah, the Oakleys did not escape that without a loss, which is always a good thing.
But with round 2, wins are all that matters. So
Yeah, wins or draws.
and our last one of day 1, we actually have,
Tie.
with the High Elves missing a bunch of players, they actually tied the Chaos Dwarves.
Now that is surprising, considering what we saw with the Minotaur.
I think Scum actually cast this one.
Yeah. I gotta watch that one.
It was a good game.
I'm sort of wondering how this happened. A 1-to-1 with a High Elf team.
They forgot what AG5 could do.
Of course. They were too cowardly to actually make any risky moves.
No, it was a cage dive. They got in. They just Chaos Dwarves forgot what AG5 can do. They stole the ball and scored. But Sally, being with 3 loners, a 1-1, they'd rather have the win. But it's not surprising they only came out with a draw.
True. Alright. For day 2, we only have 2 games so far.
So let's go ahead and look at the first one played with Cthulhu Fhtagn. And once again, the Chaos Dwarves draw.
I guess they're waiting for that nice elf blood to really start wrapping the winds.
I mean, that gives them 2 points, so they go up. So they're keeping their place in the standings, but every time they don't win, they might drop just a little bit lower.
Yeah, they're really gonna have to start focusing on that ball and less on punching things.
You mean Chaos Dwarves can do with stuff other than punch things?
Well, when they feel like it. And they rarely feel like it.
Yeah. But good on you, Cthulhu Fhtagn, for tying them up. And then the game of the week, in my opinion, probably so far, a 2-2 draw between the Pokemon and the Russians.
Yeah. The Jesters really paid for this tie.
Yeah, 22 armor breaks. My goodness.
Yeah. The fact that the Jesters got away with only 2 deaths after 22 armor breaks, that is actually pretty lucky.
And I don't think they suffered anything permanent outside those 2 deaths too. So
yeah, Don't Pokemon is a really strong team.
yeah, they are.
If you underestimate them, they are going to just steamroll you.
Yeah, but Cord, I hope you can recoup your star catcher and the other catcher. But good on you keeping it tied. And I think that all that leaves us is the leaderboard currently.
Yep, but it's not really going to tell us much this early on.
No.
Like, oh yeah, the Lizardman, Cthulhu Katagan is in the lead, and everything else is kind of
Middling.
there. It's like a single win or loss could change this completely. So.
Yeah, with just a single win, the Wood Elves will move up to first, which, let's be honest, they're Wood Elves. That's not going to be too hard.
Yeah, let's face it, the Wood Elves are probably going to be seen in the finals. Unless they absolutely get destroyed like the Turd Lickers will.
Huh. Yeah. Though, we'll see what happens. I'm kind of still rooting for Scambammer's team because I kind of want to see this meme team make it, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
But, I think that wraps up round 2 so far. Interesting teams, and so far not very surprising outcomes.
Yeah, not terribly surprising. I am going to be rooting for the High Elf team, the role players, to at least take the top 3.
Rooting for Elves.
Yeah, I kind of want High Elves to actually get to the finals because we rarely see them in this league.
I'll give you that. But yeah. So, anything you want to tell your glorious fans watching before we sign off?
No, I don't think so.
Alright. And this has been Ace telling you to spill blood for the blood god and collect skulls for the skull throne. We'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.
Enjoy.
It was definitely a nice change of pace to have 2 casters on one segment. Great job, guys. That was interesting. Alright, so that is it for BBPN this week. Will we have one next week? Maybe. We'll see. It could be another Christmas miracle, right? 2 can happen in a row. Because there is a push on the 20th, I believe. That will be the last one until the break, which is the 3rd. There could be pushes in between, but I doubt that that many games get played over the break. Don't know. Anyway, that is it. This is your host, Cadet Tank, saying sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, but at least I didn't get beat by goblins.